Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my continuing series of my VHS collection series. So for this Friday, I decided to continue obviously with the collection, but focus on one of my favorite franchises and yeah, James Bond 007. Awesome, awesome. Big fan, as a kid, growing up and watching the Bond films and you know, revisiting them often. It's a favorite for sure. So uh, now the title is Volume 1 because I have another set of Bond films on VHS with limited edition covers, things like that. So that'll be down the road. That's in another part of the collection. But for now, we'll focus on this one. So yeah, these are the MGM UA releases, United Artists releases from 88, 1988. These are great at the time. Super expensive at the time. But I like the banner with the Connery collection here. And this is Dr. No, 1962. And no poster art. Just new kind of artwork kind of thing. But yeah, Doctor No, the one that started it all. It was a great setup for the series. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. It was good. It doesn't have like the explosive action, obviously that would follow, but for its time, it was very cerebral, very grounded. And Connery just introduces it in the right way, I think. And yeah, he was great in this role as well. One of my favorite Bond for sure. And Doctor No is fun. Doctor No as a villain was cool too. Ursula Andress as the Bond girl, very cool. Um, yeah, and take a quick look at the inside here. So we have the MJMUA sticker, and it was actually silver, which is kind of strange. Usually it was gold, but they kind of changed it up for this one, and no spine there, spine sticker. So that's Doctor No. Then we come back 1963 with From Russia with Love. Yeah, this is another great one. Uh, Probably in my top five for sure. Fantastic movie, very serious, great story. Robert Shaw, what can you say? Good stuff. Great Bond girl, Tatiana. Yeah, a lot of endings for this one. It was kind of funny, but it was interesting nonetheless. So that's the side spine too. Yeah, great. These are great collections. I really liked it, but I don't know. Over time, the banner is kind of the gold banner has kind of gone dark there, which is kind of weird. And there's the gold sticker that I was talking about. Yeah, that's the one I was used to. So yeah, good stuff from Russia with Love. Then we come back to 1964 with Goldfinger. Yeah, another fun one too. Uh, Odd Job. Uh, Goldfinger himself, Gert Frobe. Great stuff. Great stuff. Pussy Galore, you know, great Bond girl. Uh, this is definitely a fun one. All the Connery ones I really enjoyed, especially the early ones. So we got the gold sticker there. Great stuff there. Not gonna talk too much about them. For those who are fans who have tuned in, obviously they're familiar with the Bond series, the Bond films. Then we got Thunderball, another fun one. This was good stuff too. Uh, yeah, good stuff. 1965. Some scenes there. The spine and the gold sticker again. It's kind of weird how the first one was kind of different, and then they went in a different direction. But yeah, Thunderball had great action, great sequences, fun times for sure. Then we go into 1967 with "You Only Live Twice" with Sean Connery, my favorite of the era. From Russia with Love, a close second for sure. But yeah, this one was great. They just went all out because Bond was announcing that he was giving up the role, and so they went all out for this one. It was just great. We had Donald Pleasance as Blofeld. Good stuff. Great sequences. The set with the volcano, which was a real thing, just amazing. It's too bad it's not around anymore. That'd be a cool tourist attraction on its own. But yeah, good movie. What can you say? It's fantastic stuff there. So You Only Live Twice. Then we went a little bit different in '67 with Casino Royale, which was like a spoof, and it's I don't think it's considered canon, or maybe it is now. But yeah, this was kind of a spoof here. But yeah, this girl here with the title, that was part of the original poster art, not this part obviously, but yeah, really confusing. Five directors actually in this one, and it's just all over the place. There's some funny moments, but yeah, it's not the best for sure. And then we have this. It's printed actually, the sticker here. That's Casino Royale, 1967. Then we get George Lazenby here with On Her Majesty's Secret Service. So as you could tell, the banner only has the 007, obviously, because he only appeared in a one-off. So he sort of announced that he was just going to appear in one film. So they, I guess they didn't give him the banner with his name on it. But despite that, he did a decent job. This was a good film actually, very dramatic, sad ending. For those who've seen the film, don't want to spoil it, but Telly Savalas there. Good film. Really, really good film. And it's too bad he didn't do more, but he kind of regretted his decision later on. But nonetheless, it's a classic Bond. So then when Lazenby left, and they kind of were desperate, so they called back Sean Connery for another film. So he came back for Diamonds Are Forever, and yeah, probably my least favorite of his run here. He was older, and you could tell through the age there, but it was okay. It had its moments. It was interesting. There's the cover there. Yeah, Diamonds Are Forever. Then we start the Roger Moore era. My second favorite Bond for sure. I grew up with him, but yeah, this was Live and Let Die from 1973, and this was his debut. And this is great stuff. He was great in this one. Um, yeah, it's interesting. They had these Pink Panther cartoons kind of included in these releases, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, really good stuff. Great iconic song. Uh, yeah, good stuff. Then we got The Man with the Golden Gun with Christopher Lee. Yeah, this was good too. Christopher Lee really did a great job here. Hervé Village as Nick Nack. Yeah, it was good stuff. And you know what? Fun theme song for sure. A lot of people dump on it, but I enjoyed it. Lulu, good stuff. Then we got The Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah, this was 1977. Yeah, this was solid too. Really, really solid stuff. He was at his peak here. And the introduction of Jaws, famous character there. Really, really good stuff. Richard Kiel. But yeah, this didn't have the short Pink Panther short, which is kind of interesting. Maybe because of the length, perhaps. But there's the gold sticker there. Nothing on the side there. But yeah, this good solid stuff. And then another one that's often overlooked, but really fun stuff is Moonraker. Bond goes into space. Yeah, Drax as the villain. He's really cool. Lois Childs as Bond girl. Not on my favorite list, but still okay. But yeah, this is good stuff. This is a fun one. Again, Roger Moore kind of took the role less serious, and was Bond light sort of thing. So yeah, he didn't, he kind of hammed it up, especially in the latter ones for sure. Yeah, 1981 with For Your Eyes Only, my favorite of the Moore films. This was good stuff. This had it all. With going after the ATAC. Yeah, great scene from the film here. But yeah, this was really really cool. Bond Moore was kind of dark in this. He was a darker side of Bond in this one, but this was really really good stuff. Oh, it's upside down, but yeah, really really good. I really enjoyed that film. And another one that's enjoyable, Octopussy from 1983. Yep, good stuff with Maud Adams, who made an appearance later on, but yeah, she was great. Earlier on, sorry, but yeah, she this was good stuff too. Really enjoyed this. Good action sequences. And it set in India. Good stuff. Yeah, that's Octopussy. And then the same year, Connery actually came back with Never Say Never Again. This is kind of such an iconic cover, poster art here. Kind of interesting. But yeah, Bond was pretty old in this one. This is like a Thunderball remake. Um, it was okay, not really necessary, but I guess they wanted to compete with the running series kind of thing. But it was okay. You know, it's entertaining. I didn't mind it, right? You know, Connery with the toupee there. It's kind of hilarious, but yeah, this was a Warner Brothers release. Different, totally different cover. There's the this one had the spine sticker, which is interesting. And then Warner Brothers, I remember these ones that had the full oversized sticker, which is kind of historical, kind of neat. I like that. Yeah, never say never again. Not the best for sure, but it was still okay. And then Roger Moore comes back for his final outing as Bond with A View to a Kill from 1985 with Tanya Roberts as the Bond girl. You got Christopher Walken, great villain, and you got Grace Jones too, Mayday. Yeah, so got to see this in the theater actually. Fun movie. I mean, you know, not his best. He certainly showed his age at this point. I think he was like late 50s, 57, I think, or something like that. So yeah, it's you could tell with the stunts that it was someone else, and you know, but it was okay. It was fun. It had its moments for sure. Great scene on the Golden Gate Bridge. Then the hunt went on, and Timothy Dalton came by, and yeah, Timothy Dalton was really serious with the role, and he had some good stuff here. He was only in two films, but yeah, The Living Daylights was sort of like the template. He kind of got his feet wet in the role, and it was good. This is good. I liked his run as Bond too. Yeah, Living Daylights 87, 87. Yeah, different different sticker there with the white banner in the middle. Yeah, it was okay. And his best performance, obviously, is his second film, which is License to Kill. Really dialed it in, and yeah, this is a really good movie. This is actually this is these two had actually the poster art, which is kind of interesting, or one version of the poster art. But yeah, this was good stuff with Sanchez here. Um, Solid movie, really solid movie. You know, he kind of learned from the Daylights and kind of came back solid in this one. But this was really enjoyable. There's the cover here, the CBS Fox. Yeah, the white label. I remember that one. I think they merged at that time, I guess, with MGMUA. So, or it was a combined effort, sort of co-production kind of thing. But yeah, License to Kill, good stuff. So then they went on a hunt again, and they got Pierce Brosnan in Goldeneye. Yeah, this is a favorite for a lot of people, and have to agree. This was really solid as a solid outing. This guy was born to play Bond for sure. It's too bad he got kind of held up with. He was on Remington Steele, that detective TV show, um, and he was good in that too. That was a fun show. But they had locked him in the contract, and he couldn't get out of it. And unfortunate because he probably would have had done both of these too. But nonetheless, this was really solid stuff. Easily in the top five, if not the best. One of the best Bond films for sure. Really good stuff here. I can't complain. 1995. There was a big gap from License to Kill to this one for sure. 6 years was it? Was this 89? Let me quickly check. I think it was 89, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was a huge gap, but really good stuff. Then he comes back with Tomorrow Never, not Toronto. Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah, this was good too. This was a solid um, second film for him. Really good stuff here. Great effects. Great action sequences in these Brosnan films for sure. And this one had a printed label. It's totally different, but yeah, good stuff. Awesome. Brosnan easily number three for me, or very close to Moore. This he was really good for Bond, and there's kind of talk that he would consider him to come back, which is kind of interesting because he's kind of old now, but that'd be really interesting. The World Is Not Enough, his third outing, and this was good too. It was all right. It wasn't, it started dropping off a bit, but yeah, good action sequences, good stuff here too. Printed sticker here. Yeah, I enjoyed all of the films for sure. And then we got Die Another Day with Halle Berry as the Bond girl. Kind of iconic entrance, yeah. She's there when she comes out of the water, just like Ursula Andress back in '62 with Doctor No. But yeah, this was okay too. I've kind of grown on it. Initially, it got a lot of hate and stuff, and I wasn't a fan, but I've come around to it. It's enjoyable. This was a special edition. I guess there were some features here or whatever in the back there. Another printed sticker. So that's the extent of the collection, at least the volume 1. Obviously with the Craig films, they I don't think any of them were released on VHS. By that point, this was 2002. This one, yeah. So by that point, they had stopped production of VCRs and VHS tapes, right? So I think this was the last one, and then the other ones came on DVD and Blu-ray, etc. So, but I do have a couple of extra throw-in bonuses here that have nothing to do with James Bond, but kind of interesting. But it was on the shelf anyways. So we have Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood. Great stuff, great movie, really enjoyable. It's the classic Warner Brothers um, VHS. With the green banner, that was always a classic. And this is cool too because they have the entire have him entirely in the frame. Don't have any banners or nothing. I kind of like that. Mostly they weren't. They had banners, but this was kind of cool that they did it like this. And yeah, that's the iconic sticker, or one of them anyway. Kind of interesting. Dirty Harry, good stuff. And then Magnum Force, uh, another Dirty Harry film with Clint Eastwood. So this good stuff here too. Enjoyable film. Clint Eastwood is a great actor, and a solid director as well. He's kind of done multiple things, and pretty old now, but yeah, in his time he was doing some great stuff. And there's the banner there. So that's going to do it, guys. So that's the James Bond collection and a couple of Dirty Harrys too thrown in for good measure. But yeah, I thought on a Friday, let's do a little bit of Bond and like I said, favorite spy franchise, one of my favorite franchises. Great, most of the majority of the films enjoyable, really fun, great stuff, and hard to argue with Bond for sure. The Craig films, I mean, I'll get to it eventually. He's on the lower end of my favorite Bond. Although one of my favorite films in the series is Skyfall. Sorry, I got a brain cramp there. But Skyfall, one of my favorite films of all time in terms of the Bonds. But yeah, Craig, I don't know. He was definitely different. And the films kind of were very different as well. But yeah, he that was a great one. Casino Royale was okay too. Quantum of Solace. So no Time to Die, probably my least favorite. Didn't like that movie at all. I didn't like what they did there. But anyway, we'll get into it when we get into it. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Join me on the next one for another collection shelf. See you then. Take care.